It's not right to have two jama'ah in one masjid. So you cannot have one jama'ah at the same time. Inshallah, so when you come in, join the Taraweeh with the intention of praying Isha. Once the Imam finishes 2 rak'ah, stand up and do other 2 rak'ah, inshallah.
Okay, I also have a question.
We asked that during
So that's fine, we'll get it clear.
Muhammad, your case was different. When you came, we had break. We were not praying, there was no Jama'ah in session. We had break, so you could have prayed in between the breaks and joined the Taraweeh. But you wanted to sit and wait for the Taraweeh to start.
Yeah, you're wrong. You're wrong. I'm your father.
No, you guys asked for the question, you let the shaka answer.
We didn't answer, so inshallah. If you come late, just join the Taraweeh, inshallah.
Okay, so Sheikh said either way, either we are on break or not, just wait until
Yeah. But if you are praying alone, I mean, you can pray, but if you pray Jama'ah, then you have to pray with the whole Jama'ah, inshallah.
Okay, you want to get more blessings.
Correct.
They said that, they said your mom said no, it's no, not daddy. So be quiet.
نعم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين يا رب as you gathered as here today, this night and every night, inshallah, we ask you to gather us in Jannah, Jannatul Firdaus, close to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we saw one hadith that shows the virtue of reciting Surah Al-Baqarah and Surah Al-Imran, and we say these are very, very important surahs in our lives, subhanallah, because they will help you here in this dunya and they will help you in the hereafter. Here in this dunya, Allah will protect you from any kind of evil, jinn and all kind of evil that can come to your house. So, and another one is that on the day of judgment, the 2 surahs will come as a cloud or as a shade to shade you on the day of which no man can help himself. On that day, it's very, very difficult day. We ask Allah wa ta'ala ease on that day, inshallah. وَمِمَّا جَاءَ فِي فَضْلِ آيَةِ الْكُرْسِيِّ. There is some virtues also that came from the verse that we know. I mean, I'm hoping that everybody has it. So Ayatul Kursi, Allah la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. This ayah, Ubay ibn Ka'b was asked by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, saying, Ya Abal Mundhir, O Abal Mundhir, do you know the greatest verse according to you in the Quran? And he said, Allah and His messenger, His messenger. Then the Prophet ﷺ asked him again, O Abul Mundhir, do you know what is the greatest verse in the Quran according to you? And he said, Allahu la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum. After that, the Prophet ﷺ made dua for him, that may Allah or may knowledge be pleasant for you. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. So this is the greatest ayah according to a hadith in Sahih Muslim. In hadith Ubay again, it says, أفضل آية في كتاب الله الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم من قرأها دبر كل صلاة مكتوبة لم يمنعه من دخول الجنة إلا الموت. This is very, very important. That whoever will recite it after every fardhi prayer, nothing will prevent him from entering Jannah except death. So death is the only thing that is in between him and Jannah. So once you die, you have that Jannah, because the Prophet ﷺ just guaranteed to you that if you use it every after your fardhi prayer, let's say Dhuhr or Subh or Maghrib, you do it and you recite it, then nothing will prevent you from entering Jannah except death that will come to everyone. Ask Allah Ta'ala to give us good death and good end, inshallah. وَمِمَّا جَاءَ مِنْ فَضْلِ آخِرِ آيَتَيْنِ مِنْهَا. Let's benefit from the two verses, the last verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. These two verses were revealed one day that the Prophet ﷺ heard something loud, and when he looked, the heavens were open for him, and that is when the two verses were revealed. And this is a gift that was not given to any prophet before the Prophet ﷺ. And the two verses is آمَنَ الرَّسُولُ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ رَبِّهِ وَالْمُؤْمِنُونَ كُلٌّ آمَنَ until the end, the two verses or the last verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. Then Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, مَنْ قَرَأَ بِالْآيَتَيْنِ مِنْ آخِرِ سُورَةِ الْبَقَرَةِ فِي لَيْلَةٍ كَفَتَاهُ. Allah Akbar. That whoever recites the two verses of, the last two verses of Surah Al-Baqarah, then these will surface him. The two ayat will surface him. They are enough for him. And Ibn Hajar al-Asqalani said, and that is in Fath al-Bari, who explained the hadith of Sahih al-Bukhari. So he said, كَفَتَاهُ شَرُّ الْإِنسِ وَالْجِنِّ. This will surface him against the evil of mankind and jinn. Allah Akbar. I'm sure back home most of us have this kind of voodoo, you have black magic, everywhere, subhanAllah. So this is a protection that the Prophet ﷺ gave you. If you, with intention, good intention, that I want to protect myself, Ya Rabbi, I want to protect my house, I want to protect my family, use this surah, use the two verses. I have a brother in Manchester who every Fajr prayer, he does not leave unless he recites these two verses. So he's putting them into action, and Allah Ta'ala is protecting him. So he said, كَفَتَاهُ شَرُّ الْإِنسِ وَالْجِنِّ كَفَتَاهُ قِيَامُ اللَّيْلِ. That these verses are enough for him for Qiyamul Layl. Just the two verses are enough for him. كَفَتَاهُ ثَوَابًا وَأَجْرًا. And these verses are enough for him, or surface him, for the reward and the recompense from Allah Ta'ala. So it is huge for us. It is a gift, and we should use it. And we ask Allah Ta'ala to make us among those who will take this into action, and not to make us among those who will be in heedlessness studies every day. We ask Allah Ta'ala to keep shaitan away from us, and we ask Allah Ta'ala to end these 10 days as our best days of our lives, and to be the days that we will be saved from hellfire, and to be the days that we will be forgiven all the sins, that we will wake up on the day of Eid, that everyone is forgiven, sins bigger and smaller, inshallah, Ya Rab. No one can forgive us except you, Ya Rab. We ask you for your forgiveness. Forgive us and forgive our wives. Forgive us and forgive our children. Forgive us and forgive all Muslims, men and women, those who are still alive and those who passed away. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
The ayatul kursiyi that you said after every prayer.
I'll read them quick.
Yes. Some ulama said Fajr and Isha 3 and then Zuhur and
Fajr and Isha, Fajr and Maghrib is 3 is Qul Huwallahu Ahad, Qul A'udhu Birabbil Falaq, and Qul A'udhu Birabbin Nas. Those are the ones that you recite 3 times. But on every prayer you can also use them, because those are protection also. And those, the protection is explained there It's, I mean, you can feel it, you can see it, you know, and those are used for those people who recite, I mean, to the people who have jinn or have shaitan in their bodies and they get cured. Right?
In 9-year-old child, every night have nightmare dream. So saying started reading, it's like and mass. It's more. Every night. Angel protecting you, right? Every night.
Yes.
Does it come back?
Yes.
Let's proceed, please.
Question of protection.
I can't want to run away, I'm still there.
We'll make it easy for you.
It's shot.
What are you going on?
I got to check on the back. I'm a security man.
Allahu Akbar. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. ودوا لو تكفرون كما كفروا فتكونون سواء فلا تتخذوا من دونهم أولياء حتى يهاجروا في سبيل الله فإن تولوا فخذوهم وقتلوهم حيث وجدتموهم ولا تتخذوا منهم وليا ولا نصيرا